Hello everyone, I am Erika of beadingschool.com and you are watching No One Has to Bead Alone, my weekly beading workshop to make sure that every beader all around the world has company. Today we are going to bead the Tariq earrings. And before we would start, I would like to make sure that you can hear me, you can see me well. So please let me know in a comment if you see my bead mat, if you can hear me. You should be able to watch this beading workshop live from the Beading School YouTube channel and also from the Beading School Facebook page. So if you can hear me, if you can see me, please type it in and say hi to me and everyone else. I see Sparrow, I see Carol, and Carol says, hello everyone, can see and hear you from Facebook. Sparrow also says that she can see me and hear me. Malia says that YouTube is also all good. Sherry is here, Anita is here, and Kimberly is also watching from YouTube. And hi, Catherine also. Sarah is here, Anita is here. I'm so happy to see you all. So today, the topic is the Tariq earring. And I beaded this from the newest Beading School Academy team box, the Spice Bazaar. In fact, this is the last No One Has to Bead Alone workshop where we are using this Academy box. There are several more tutorials coming for this team. So if you are still waiting for one or two or three, then don't worry, they are on their way. It's just always a gradual kind of goodbye to an old topic and saying hi to the next one, and never a straight line. So I just want to make sure that we ease into the next theme, but we don't have to put right away the old box if we are not ready for it yet. I also see Orshika, Kata, Rachel, and Sarah says, this is my favorite design from the box. Oh my god, I'm so happy to hear that, Sarah. Like, I like it. I'm happy with it. Like, otherwise, you wouldn't even see it, as no one has to be the own workshop. But I did not think that this would be like someone's favorite, because there are so many beautiful ones that my friends designers beaded. And Lita is here, and Sheila, and Katrina, Belinda, Helena, Asta, Catherine, Bernadette, Linda, Elena. Rachel says, hello to all the wonderful ladies here today. I am so happy to see you all, and I hope you are all happy and safe and surrounded by love. And Nancy and Georgina and Belinda and Molly and Cindy are also here. So already nearly 50 of us. So today we are beading Tariq. And I beaded it as a cute little pair of earrings. And I decided to use the beautiful cubic zirconia nuggets in metal claw settings that we got in the boxes. And they are kind of transparent with lots and lots of sparkle. And you know what? The original, there is actually a difference between the first and the second piece that I have beaded. And this was the first one. I am showing it from the back. And this is the second one. Also, I am showing it from the back. Can you spot the difference between the two? And Lita says that she was also waiting for this design, and for her it has an Egyptian feel. And I agree with that, Lita. It does have an Egyptian feel. Sue is here, Gunel, Jacqueline, Beatrix, Corinne, Linda, and Tanya also is here. I'm so glad to see you also, Tanya. I saw your paintings. They look amazing. The purple flowers. Wow. I love the shadowy effect. Robin. And Sarah says, the thread. And Lita also says you can't see the thread. And indeed, so actually, when I was proof beading the earring, then I modified the thread path. When I beaded the first one, then I didn't really notice that the thread might be visible. But then actually Zuzi asked me like, Erika, isn't your thread visible? And then I was like, oh my god, challenge accepted. I have to make sure that the thread is not visible. So luckily I managed to solve it. So this is what I drew and wrote within the tutorial. And friendly warning, ladies, like I try to take good care of my nails and my hands, so when you see me beading, especially if you are watching me in a huge image on your computer, or some of you even on your TVs, that they look nice. And yeah, that yeah, I have nice hands and nails. However, as some of you know, this week I am moving to my new apartment, my new home on Saturday, on International Women's Day. A surprise is coming to you, coming your way that day, to celebrate the strength and independence of women. So watch out for that. But this week, it also means that this week I am painting my new home, and it's not as spotless as I would like it to be. I did my best, but there is white and green paint under my nails that I couldn't remove. So I deeply apologize for it. I did my best, but well, this is the week when I have to let go of that expectation of mine. So thank you for understanding. So thank you so much, lovelies. And I'm glad to see Rachel says that she's feeling better and she can join us again today. So that is wonderful. And mentioning the flat, Kimberly is asking, Erika, please tell us about all those keys you had a picture of. So if you would like to see what kind of colors I am using in my new home, at the end I don't have turquoise because I felt I want warm tones. So I chose sunshine yellow and a beautiful green. And if you want to see them, then I posted pictures on the Facebook page, and also a picture of like a gazillion keys. So dear Kimberly, thanks for your question. It's actually, I don't have so many different types of keys, but the owner collected me all the copies he had, so I don't have to make copies of the keys. I want to distribute a few between my closest friends, just to make sure that they can access my flat if they need to. So I don't have to do that. So there are only like 3-4 different types of keys, but everything exists in like 5-6 copies. And Katrina is asking if I will be showing how to put the cubic zirconia in the claw. Well, I already put the cubic zirconia in the claw, but I can show you how to remove it also from the claw and put it back. So let's start with that. So this is my cubic zirconia in the metal claw setting. And sometimes I even do this with finished jewelry, that I change my mind and I swap the color. So you need an office knife, a thin office knife, and you can totally open the claws. Just very carefully slide the edge of the office knife under the prongs, and it's actually enough to open 2 of them. So this is how you open the prongs, and then I gently put back the cabochon, making sure that it sits nicely on the claw setting, on the edge of the claw setting. I hold it from the top with my thumb. And then my favorite tool to do this is actually a little spoon, and I push the prong with the back of the little spoon. Super easy and fast. So this is it. So I hope this helped, dear Katrina. Oh my God, Sarah says, you are on my TV. Huge screen. Cover your eyes, Sarah. Oh my God. And Jacqueline says, so excited for you and your new move. I love to paint, and if I was there, I would paint with you. Oh, thank you so much, dear Jacqueline. And Angelina also joined us. Wonderful. So lovely, ladies. Before we would start, I would like to thank everyone who takes the time and energy to share the news about beading school and No One Has to Bead Alone. It is very, very important for us that every week, every time when we come together, afterwards you tell your beading friends about what we have done together. Maybe if you take the time to share what kind of special deals we have, or just mention beading school if you see a question in a beading group, for example, like where can you get these or those beads, and you recommend beading school, then we are super grateful for that. Thank you so much for doing that, and it is really a great help. And Lita has a note about the metal claws. She says, what I love about the quality of the metal claws is that they are durable enough that you can open and close them a few times without the metal cracking. Indeed, and there is actually difference between claw and claw. So I am also very happy with the quality that we have. We always order from the same manufacturer. And in the meantime, there is also a PDF tutorial available on the Beading School website. You can navigate to noonehas2beadalone.com, or you can navigate to beadingschool.com and then find No One Has to Bead Alone in the main menu. And there is always a PDF tutorial that you can download that makes it easier for you to follow the workshop. And as always, today too, there are two versions of it. So either you can support the broadcast and you can put it to your shopping cart with the pink button and check out as usual with your bead orders, or you can download it as a gift from me and Beading School for 3 days starting today. So thank you so much for joining me. And the best part about No One Has to Bead Alone is to bead together. So you are making this a valuable place. And I hope that we are all going to have fun today. Kata is back from the hospital, so I hope that you will enjoy this time and you can rest today and and enjoy a nice evening back at your home. And yeah, back to Tariq. So I wanted to quickly show you that even if I originally made Tariq into a pair of earrings, a smaller earring, that you can also finish it in different ways. So my third piece after the pair of yellow ones, it is actually slightly different. It also has this drop at the bottom, and I added some extra seed beads on the side. And this is how you can make it into like a statement earring. But you can also use the motif for a bracelet component, or of course to construct a necklace. So I'm very curious how you will finish yours. We did not have any homework for today. We will bead the motif from the start to the end together. But if you would like to expand your beady toolkit, then I really recommend looking back at the How to Connect Components article on the Beading School blog, where you can learn how to attach metal components to your beadwork, no matter if the loop of the metal component is orientated left to right or front to back. The design was made by me from the Spice Bazaar Beading School Academy team box, and by scanning this code, you can see more of my work and bead more with me. And let's see, what do you need for Tariq? So as I said, you need a 9 times 14 millimeter cubic zirconia navet with metal claw settings. These are even better quality than So these are even better quality than the glass navets. So when you take one into your hand, you will feel the weight of it. They are super sparkly, and there is actually kind of like a fire within each of these navets. And we have them in multiple colors. So now I will work with this pomegranate one. And there are still some other colors available at beadingschool.com. You will also need some milky rectangle beads, and we will work with them in a way so they are standing up on the edges. So when you look at the motif from the front, then you see the thin slide, and you see the full width of the beads from the side view. You also need some true to fire polished beads. Those are these golden ones on the sides. You will need some 4 millimeter Preciosa bicones, and then from the seed beads, size 15 and size 11 milky round seed beads. The rest is up to you, that what kind of metal components do you need for personalizing your jewel. So I went for this beautiful, elegant earring base, and you can also add some glass connectors, you can add some glass drops to make it unique, exactly fitting your own style. In the meantime, also Jessica popped in, and Kata says she is still a bit impacted by anesthesia, but she thinks she will be able to bead. I really hope so, but please don't push yourself, dear Kata. Even your company is very, very much appreciated, and I'm happy that you decided to spend this evening with us. And thank you, Jacqueline, and hi, Christy, and hi, Eve. And Lovelies, do you have any questions about the material? Until you type in, if you have any questions about the material, I want to show one very last time the video about the Academy box to say goodbye to it, to say a proper goodbye. And lovely ladies, there is one important note before we would start beading. So this is top-up week, and it means that next week on Thursday, we will start shipping your next Beading School Academy team boxes. There is an unboxing coming on Tuesday. And as a Beading School Academy student, you can take advantage of free extra shipping. So if you place an order before your Academy box would be shipped, and I recommend doing that by Wednesday next week, then please check out with the join with order in progress option, and we will send everything what your bead mat and you desire together with your Academy box, so you don't have to spend anything extra on shipping. And the boxes always travel with safe shipping with a track and trace number. Moreover, if you decide to place an extra order until next week's coffee time with Erika, you can see the date here at the bottom, for at least 49 euros, $51, 41 pounds, and it needs to be one order after deducting the possible discounts or gift cards. Then on Wednesday or Thursday, depending on our workload, we will be in touch with a gift tutorial, and the gift tutorial for placing an order for at least this amount in the designated time frame is Zuzi's beautiful saffron root necklace. And another special deal is that to enable you to visit even more spice bazaars around the world, we decided to offer a 15% discount for the Jewel of the Maharaja, the Tulip Mania, and the Jardin Majorelle earlier Beading School Academy team tutorials. Not the material, but the tutorials that we beaded back then. And now let's start beading. So we will start. I don't see any questions, by the way, about the material. Anita says that her novel is a bit chipped. I really hope that it won't be seen, dear Anita. And to start beading, we will start with the navet set in the metal claw setting. And we will use a Miyuki rectangle theme, rectangle bead, and a size 11 and some size 11 Miyuki seed beads. And what will be different about the thread path this time, that usually when I work with a metal claw setting, then I push my needle directly through two holes. However, that makes the thread visible from the front. So this time I will always use only one single hole, and the thread path will be different than usually. And Eve says that she's waiting for hints about the new theme. They are coming tomorrow. So I beaded through the top right hole of the navet. I pick up a size 11 seed bead, a Miyuki rectangle, and another size 11 Miyuki seed bead. I bead towards the middle of the claw setting, only through the top left hole. I pull my thread, and this is how it looks like at the moment. And then I bead outwards again through the top right hole. I repeat the whole thread path to make the connection stronger. So I bead through this size 11 seed bead. I bead through the Miyuki rectangle. I bead through the other size 11 seed bead and through the top left hole of the navet. And then again out through the top right hole of the navet. And to get into position for the next step, I also bead through the size 11 Miyuki seed bead and the rectangle. And you can see that the Miyuki rectangle, it's already like turned sideways. So that is what will be visible from it, from the finished motif. And I would also like to greet Alba. And let's see what's happening in step 2. In step 2, I pick up, so I'm exiting the rectangle, and I pick up 2 more rectangle beads. I create a triangle from the 3 rectangles. To do that, I bead through the first rectangle that I picked up during the first step. And then I repeat the whole thread path. So I bead again through the 2 new rectangles, and for a third time through the original first one too. And lovely ladies, thread tension is crucial here to make sure that the motif is not floppy. So always pull your thread tight. In the meantime, Angelina says, hidden thread like this is perfect for earrings. Love it when such details are considered. Thank you, Angelina, and I have to thank Zuzi for prompting me to do that. And now I will repeat the thread pass through the rectangles one more time, but with a small difference. So I bead up through the first rectangle, I pick up a Miyuki size 11 seed bead, and then I bead down through the next rectangle, and again I finish this step by beading through the very first rectangle that I picked up. So this is how it looks like at the moment. It looks like, for me, as if it would be like a little boat, the body of the boat, the nugget, and then the sail is the triangle made of the rectangles. And lovely ladies, do you have any questions about the steps that we have beaded so far? And Angelina is also asking about the March themes. No hints for now, dear Angelina. As I said, tomorrow some hints are coming. I can't disclose everything at once. Today, let's focus on Tariq, and then tomorrow, I promise you, tomorrow there will be some hints regarding the shapes that you are going to need for the next Beading School Academy team. And one of the shapes actually is something that many of you asked for, that you would like to see new tutorials with that shape. So I'm sure that you will love working with it very, very much. And if you don't have questions, then let's see what's happening in the next step. Yeah, it's worth to try. It's worth to try, and I don't mind at all, dear Angelina, that you tried. But today I'm adamant. And let's see now that what's happening in step 4. And this is a bit trickier part of the thread pass, so please take a good look at what I am doing. So I'm exiting that first rectangle, and then I pick up a bunch of new beads. I pick up a size 15 Miyuki seed bead. I pick up a true to another size 15 Miyuki seed bead, a 4mm Preciosa bicone, a size 11 Miyuki seed bead, another 4mm Preciosa bicone, and then size 15, true to size 15, and a rectangle, and a size 11. So there are lots of new beads on our thread, and let's repeat it to make sure that everyone got it right. So this is the new sequence that you need. Size 15 Miyuki seed bead, true to fire polished bead, size 15 Miyuki seed bead, 4mm Preciosa bicone, size 11 Miyuki seed bead, 4mm Preciosa bicone, size 15, true to, one size 15, and I accidentally picked up 2, so I will remove 1. So size 15, rectangle, and size 11. And I'm so happy, ladies, that we can laugh about these kinds of things together. So thank you so much for being such good sports. Okay, I picked up the last beads with my needle, but I didn't rethread my needle, so of course they fall. And I really don't want my rectangles to fall because I'm actually working with my last 6 rectangles, so I can't lose or break any of these. So I have my long sequence of beads on my thread, and I will actually kind of like wrap them around the left part and the bottom of the navet. To do that, I skip the nearest hole and I bead towards the center of the navet through the bottom right hole. But as I said earlier, okay, I have a knot. I have to remove it. And this can be a nasty knot, so I will try to focus before it would become too tight. Oh my God. I hate this kind of knot. There are many knots that can be removed carefully, but this is a bad one. This can be potentially a bad one. So sorry for interrupting my thoughts, but I got anxious when I saw this knot. I even went silent. Oh my God. That doesn't happen often. But I got it. Thank you for silently cheering for me on the other side of the screen. So, what happened here? That I pushed my needle through the bottom right side hole towards the center of the navet, and then I bead out of the navet through the bottom left side hole. And here I need a size 11 Miyuki seed bead, and I bead through the Miyuki rectangle. And here I really want to make sure that there is no thread visible and the thread tension is tight. Then I repeat the last part of the thread pass, and I bead through the size 11 and through the through the bottom right hole of the navet, and then out through the bottom left hole and through the second right size 11 that I picked up. And then I finish this step by beading through the rectangle at the bottom. So this is how it looks like at the moment, ladies, and please tell me, how is it going for you? And Rachel says she also hates these types of knots. It's so easy to pull it tight, and then there is no way to really nicely undo it. As you can't remove the needle, that's the problem. Because the needle remains in the loop, and you can't remove the needle to pick out the knot. So ladies, I hope it's going well. And let's see what's happening in the next step. By the way, there are nearly 80 of us beading together at the moment. So some of the ladies are watching from the Beading School Facebook page, some of the ladies are watching from the Beading School YouTube channel, and all together there are 76 of you plus me, so that's 77 beaders. Oh, and Angelina says, such a great thread path. And Anita says, it's a nice fast motif. Indeed, so even like full necklaces or bracelets or sets are easy to make. And now let's add some more beads. So I am exiting the rectangle at the bottom. I pick up a size 15, a true to fire polished bead, another size 15, a Preciosa 4mm bicone, a size 11 Milky Seed bead, another bicone of the same size, of course, size 15, true to size 15. And I bead through the rectangle that I added in the very first step, and then I also bead through the size 11 that is in between that rectangle and the navette. And please, ladies, don't bead through the navette. There will be some snapping under the prongs coming, and I know that many of you like to do that. And Jacqueline says, my middle name is not. So Miss Jacqueline, not Burns. We will know you like that from now on. And Gunnar says, I always have at least 2 other needles. It really helps in these cases. And that's a good idea, Gunnar. I will try that actually. So I am in position for some snapping, and this is a fun part. This is my favorite step. So I'm exiting that size 11 between the navette and the rectangle, and then I gently pull my thread through my thread under the prong of the metal claw setting. Then I pick up 3 pieces of size 15 milky seed beads, and I bead through the size 11 sitting in between the bicon beads. And this is also not just because I like the feeling of snapping, but I also like this little aesthetic detail that we are creating now. Again, after beading through the size 11, I picked up 3 pieces of size 15 seed beads. I pull my thread under the next prong. So there will be like a V shape from the size 15s with the size 11 sitting in between the groups of 2 size 15s. After the second snap, I bead through the size 11 seed bead, through the milky rectangle, and another size 11 seed bead towards the metal claw setting, but I do not bead through the metal claw setting. Instead, again, I gently pull my thread under the prong. I pick up 3 pieces of size 15s. I bead through the size 11 sitting in between the bicons. I pick up the 4th, last group of size 15s. I pull my thread under the prong, and I get in position for the next step by beading through size 11 seed bead, milky rectangle, and then size 15 through to size 15 bicon bead, size 11 bicon, and then size 15 through to size 15 and rectangle. So the goal is to bead until you are exiting the rectangle, which is for now a single rectangle without the whole triangle. And lovely ladies, I just realized that this would also be a nice shape of earring. What do you say? that if you don't want to double the triangles, then this is also possible. And Angelina has a question for everyone. She says, does no one else have their pincushion filled with about 20 beading needles? To answer it as first, well, I don't have a pincushion, but I have lots of bead mats all around the flat, at least 3 or 4 in my beading room, and then 2 more in the kitchen. And there are beading needles in the corners of every one of those bead mats. And Sherry says, this would make a pretty ring. Oh my god, that's true. Oh my god, I want a ring right like this. I don't want to finish my earrings. I want a ring. I blame Sherry. Sorry, I would never. Hannah says, yes, many needles. And Angelina likes the idea of this half motif for a bit lighter earrings. But let's see now what happens if you would like to have a full motif. And Lita also has her bead mat's edge full of too many needles. Never too many. Ooh, and Linda has different sizes in each section of her percussion. And Angelina agrees that the ring would be stunning. I hope we will see some rings. Tanya says, it looks like the ring of Sinterklaas. And Sarah says, no pincushion, but about 7 beadboards and 3-4 needles on everyone. So, I'm exiting the rectangle, and this will be a little celebration for me because I told you that I have my last 6 rectangles and I can't drop or accidentally break any of these, otherwise I can't finish my motif. So in this step, exiting the rectangle at the bottom, I pick up 2 more, and then I bead through the original rectangle one more time to create the triangle. And I repeat the thread pass to strengthen the triangle. Oh, and Eve says, since I started purchasing the tulip needles, I use the nice holders. And dear Eve, that's so nice that you take care of your good tools. And this can, like, when we have one nice thing, then gradually it will actually elevate everything connected to it. So this is such a nice example, dear Eve. So I have my triangle, and then again, I repeat the thread pass, but I add a size 11 seed bead in between the 2 newer rectangles. And what did I do? Because there is thread. I accidentally wrapped my thread around the beads, but I noticed it in time. So I added the size 11 between the triangle, and I repeat the thread pass one more time. I want to finish this step by beading through the rectangle closest to the navette again. So this is how it looks like. And in the next step, again, there is a little difference between the first and the second versions that I did. So if you look at the original one, with the colors of the Spice Bazaar, then you see that there are no more seed beads on the edge, but then I created a little picot with the second variation. So that is optional to do. And that's what I'm doing with this new pomegranate variation. So where you see the little stars on the illustration, that's where you can add the earring finding, or you can join it with another motif, or at the bottom you can add the glass drop in a metal setting. Lovely ladies, since we are close to the finish line and this is the last step, please let me know if you have any questions about the Tariq motif or about anything else that I might be able to help with. So first, exiting the rectangle, I bead through a size 15, a true 2, a size 15, and a bicon. And here I pick up 3 pieces of size 15s, I skip the size 11, and I bead through the bicon, size 15, true 2, size 15, also through the rectangle and the size 11 at the top. And here I want to attach my earring finding, and it has a loop turning sideways, so it needs a simple connection. So I pick up 3 pieces of size 15s, I bead through the loop of the earring, and then again I pick up 3 more size 15s, and I bead through the size 11 I was exiting before picking this up. I repeat the thread pass through the group of 3, the earring, and another group of 3, and also through the size 11. Oh, and Ariana is here. And Eve is asking about navet colors and restocks coming. Dear Eve, can you please pop your question to info@beadingschool.com, because I don't know it by heart that when did we schedule a restock of the navets. There are now so many things in the bead shop that I can't keep everything in mind about restocks, but we will be happy to answer you if you send an email to info@beadingschool.com. And in the meanwhile, I will do a third repetition of the thread pass, but this time, to make it pointier a bit, I skip the size 11 between the 2 groups of size 15s. And Eve, just one thing, if you are waiting for restocks of the navets or anything else, please make sure to use the wish list or like the waiting list option, so then you get a notification of everything that you would like to have when it's back in stock. In the meantime, I bead it to the other side of the motif, and again I add the extra decoration of 3 size 15s. Doriana says that unfortunately she miscounted her mini kit, so she has to improvise. Dear Ariana, I'm sure you will manage. You are so creative. And lovely ladies, after adding those last 3 beads, I actually finished my motif, and I'm super happy with my accomplishment that I have 2 full pairs of earrings from the Tariq motif. Indeed, it's a fast one. If I have 2 full pairs of earrings, then it really is a proof that this can be beaded very, very fast. So lovely ladies, do you have any questions left? In the meantime, I would like to mention that on Tuesday, I am really looking forward to meeting you again with and introducing you the next Beading School Academy team. And it will be a special kind of video because very soon I need to travel abroad for some medical reasons. I need to take care of a surgery that was not available immediately in the Netherlands, and I chose not to wait but to go abroad so I can take care of it immediately. But I was not sure about the date when I can travel. So, to make sure that I would have a video for you, then together with Susie, we recorded an unboxing video for you for next week's Tuesday that we will release at our usual time. And actually, both Susie and me will be here with you because at the end I will have to travel a few days later. But we already have this great recording and we had such a nice time with Susie. So that's why we decided to still, even if I will be still in the Netherlands, but we decided to still go with the recording because we had such a nice time together and we want to share it with you. But we will be here with you through the comments. And thank you so much, Angelina. It should be easy, but still I'm a bit nervous as I have never actually had a surgery before. So and I never had anesthesia. So thank you so much for thinking about me and all your well wishes. Bernadette says it's a super motif. Ludka says I love Tariq. And Rachel says, I'm so happy to be part of this safe haven of a community. My country, Canada, is going through a lot of uncertainty, and you wonderful ladies help keep me inspired and happy. Thank you all. Dearest Rachel, thank you so much for writing that. And like everywhere in the world, so many things are happening, but this nice schedule that I can count on you ladies, that we will be here together every Tuesday, we will be here together every Thursday. It is indeed also a safe space for me and something I can count on. And week by week, even today when I was describing you what to do, I just have to acknowledge every time that I love doing this and doing this together, and then seeing your success stories and seeing you being happy so very much that I'm really grateful for this, ladies. Thank you so much. And thank you all for the well wishes. And Kata also says, I feel you, sister. I had mine today for the first time. Wishing you all the best. Thank you so much, Kata. And I will be in touch, and let's be in touch, everyone. And take care, lovely ladies. And now I am off to finish the painting. I will be finishing the painting today in the evening. It's nearly 6 p.m. now here in Amsterdam, so we still have a bit of light. And today I actually had we had our very last video from my old beading room. Next time we will have on Tuesday the recording with the support of Susie and Erika. And then on Thursday we will see each other from my new beading room. So I can't wait, ladies. And then I will have to travel only on Sunday at the end, so we get to see each other one more time before that. Thank you, lovelies. Take care. Bye-bye.